My GF informed me that her ex was moving into my apartment. You could learn from him, she smirked. I nodded. When she left, I packed her stuff, changed locks, and texted her ex. She's yours now. Her things are at the curb. I met Jessica at a coffee shop in March. She was funny, smart, had this amazing laugh that made everyone around her smile. We dated for 8 months before she started staying at my place most nights. By November, she basically lived there. Her toothbrush was in my bathroom, her clothes filled half my closet, her shampoo bottles covered my shower. I didn't mind. I actually liked having her around. Then one random Tuesday, she brought up her ex-boyfriend for the first time. His name was Derek, and apparently he was some big shot marketing manager who drove a BMW. She kept talking about how successful he was, how he always took her to expensive restaurants, how he knew all the right people. I mostly just listened and nodded, figured everyone has exes and maybe she needed to vent. But she kept bringing him up. Every few days it was Derek this and Derek that, how Derek would have handled a situation better than me, how Derek always dressed nicer, how Derek made more money at my age. It started getting under my skin, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to seem insecure. Then last week, Jessica came home from work acting weird. She was on her phone the whole time, giggling and texting someone. When I asked who she was talking to, she said it was just a friend from work. No big deal. The next morning over breakfast, she dropped the bomb. So Derek's lease is ending next month and he needs a place to crash for a bit. I told him he could stay in your spare room. My fork literally stopped halfway to my mouth. I stared at her like she'd just spoken another language. You told your ex-boyfriend he could move into my apartment without asking me? She rolled her eyes. Don't be dramatic. It's just for a few weeks until he finds a new place. Plus, you could honestly learn a thing or two from him. She said it with this little smirk that made my jaw clench. Learn what exactly? How to be more ambitious, she said. How to dress better. How to network and make connections. Derek's really good at that stuff. I put my fork down. Let me get this straight. You want your ex to move in here so I can learn how to be more like him? She shrugged like it was no big deal. I'm just trying to help you grow. Derek's a great guy and I think having him around would be good for you. That's when something clicked in my brain. This wasn't about Derek needing a place. This was about her wanting him around. About her comparing me to him constantly and finding me lacking. I just nodded slowly and said, okay. Her face lit up. Really? You're cool with it? Sure, I said. Whatever you think is best. She kissed my cheek and left for work, already texting Derek the good news probably. The second her car pulled out of my parking lot, I called my buddy Mike who works as a locksmith. Told him I needed my locks changed today, like within the next 2 hours. He showed up at noon with new deadbolts and had everything switched out by 1. Then I started packing. Every single thing Jessica had left at my place went into boxes. Her clothes, her shoes, her makeup, her fancy hairdryer, all of it. I carried everything down to the curb in front of my building. 8 boxes total, plus some loose stuff that didn't fit. Took me 3 trips. Then I grabbed my phone and found Derek's number in Jessica's recent texts that she'd left open on my laptop. Sent him a simple message. Hey Derek, it's Jessica's boyfriend. Actually, ex-boyfriend now. She's all yours. Her stuff is at the curb outside my building if you want to pick it up. Good luck. I blocked both their numbers after that. Changed my Netflix password, Hulu password, removed her from my Amazon account, the whole deal. Around 3, my doorbell started ringing. I could see Jessica through the peephole, looking confused and angry. She was pulling on the door handle, but the new lock wouldn't budge. She called from a payphone at the gas station down the street since I blocked her. Left a voicemail screaming about how I was being childish and immature, how I embarrassed her in front of Derek, how I'd regret this. I deleted it without listening to the whole thing. My buddy Steve told me he saw Derek loading boxes into his BMW that evening, looking absolutely miserable. Jessica apparently moved in with her sister across town. I heard through mutual friends that she and Derek tried dating again, but it fell apart within 3 weeks. Turns out he was just as annoyed by the comparison game as I was. She'd apparently been telling him how much better I was at certain things, playing us against each other the whole time. My apartment feels bigger now without her stuff everywhere. Got my spare room back, my bathroom counter back, my peace of mind back. Sometimes the trash takes itself out, you just have to change the locks first.